We're in charge of the white pieces. Timer goes back to 4 minutes. Have fun. Yeah, this is typically me when I'm playing my games. I didn't see that last piece. Cha, 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 cha. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Yeah, again, this is me playing mechanically. That pattern came to mind right away, but I'm thinking rook h1, king g8, then rook h8, I'm assuming. No, I just found the answer. Okay, give me the whole thing, because otherwise you haven't seen it. I saw that right away, and I'm like, I'm not satisfied. I just realized what it was. I just realized what it is. 3 more minutes. Rook f8. Okay, that's another move to consider. Rook h1. No, this is not mate. This is not mate because when you go rook h8, I go to f7, right? So you put me in check, I go to g8. You put me in check, I go to f7. King g8. No. Rook takes, then pawn takes. Bishop h7, king h7, g8. Ah, you're a genius. That's the move. This is the move. So, bishop h7, king h7, rook h1, it comes to mind right away. But then they just go around, not a big deal. So the move is, after king h7, you know that this is checkmate, except they could hide behind your pawn. So you go bishop h7, king h7, promote. And now you have only 2 choices. Either go up and I checkmate you, or when I promote, you take with the rook, and that same rook keeps you from running away. So now I go rook h1 and I take, and that's checkmate. So this is an idea that if you didn't know it before, you're never gonna forget. So we take, promote, and then beautiful checkmate. There you go. Pattern recognition, guys. All right, guys, it is Tuesday, so tactics time. Make sure that we stay in shape, and let's do it. First one, black pieces to move. We got 4 minutes, and good luck. All right, this one should be pretty easy, I think. Queen f1, and only move is to take, followed by knight g3, and that's a double check. So we have rook f1 after that. So it shouldn't be that difficult to calculate. I don't think I'm missing anything. And then checkmate. That's it. Hello. So that was rated 2600. I don't know about that. No, actually, it could be anything. This is just, it could be any kind of tactic. Now for this one, I didn't even restart the timer. I think it's pretty straightforward, but I just want to double check. Well, double check. Check. Alright guys, so this one should be pretty straightforward. Rook f1 is a double check, so they have to move that king. And then anywhere the king goes, I'm thinking the other rook comes down with check. We get away from this threat. And next thing you know, let's say they go king g3. I take that rook. So now I have 2 rooks, pass, pawn, and bishop. This is not gonna work. I have my rook. And g7, I simply capture back with my bishop. So that has to be it. This doesn't work, unfortunately, but we should be okay. That's it. We take, and perfect. Next one, and we got 4 minutes. Yeah, no worries. Like anything that we're doing here, we post it on YouTube after the fact, or at least some part of it. All right, guys, this one, well, we got another minute. Thank you for the follow, guys. All right, this one, if you haven't found it yet, you're not gonna find it. Basically, we just wanna go ahead and play rook takes, followed by bishop h3, and then after rook g1, we get the rook, right? So that you have kicked in right away. However, if we just play rook f4 right now, like the main question is, should we trade queens first or not? And I'm trying to ask myself, what's the main difference? Well, the difference is if I just do it right away, after rook f4, they don't have to take. After rook f4, they could take us and then pawn to e6, hitting the bishop, still hitting the rook. So I think we have to get rid of the queen. That way this pawn is out of the picture. Then give me the bishop. You don't have e6 anymore. And if you take me, I go check, check, and I get the rook. So we take the queen first, then give me the bishop, then check, check, and now we're gonna be up a bishop. So little details like that could make a huge difference. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Anyways, I know that you're busy, so just know this is going to be posted on YouTube after. All right, so black to move. We're in check. That's the first thing that should come to mind. 1, 2, 3. All right, I think this one has to do with the fact that when we take, they have queen h5. Momo, nice to see you here. Thanks for the support, mister. After queen h5, king f7, yeah, but then knight f4. And this is what we have to get really good at, guys. This is what we have to get really good at. Cha, cha, cha. Now, I don't even know if after queen takes h5, should I play king f7 or should I play knight f8? What's the main difference? What's the main difference? Ah, okay, I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. Okay. We don't know. We don't know until we do it. We don't know until we do it. Okay, yeah, that's the first move, but what's the follow-up after the queen takes? I just realized what this is all about. And guys, in our actual games, I'm giving us 4 minutes because in a real game, you just cannot spend 20 minutes every single time you get to a critical moment like this. So 5 minutes, you gotta be able to come up with something concrete, or at least in training, we want that to be the case. If in the actual game you spend 7, 8, fine. But you don't wanna be like me, out of shape, where I need to calculate something for 10 minutes and then I forget it, I gotta review it again, and it's tough, So anyways, 1 more minute. All right. So look, let's talk about this. First thing that came to mind is, okay, yeah, I take the bishop. I considered this too, but it just doesn't lead to anything. They just get the knight, however they like. So we must take queen h5. And quickly I realized I had 2 choices. King f7, knight comes over, knight f8. Then I asked myself, what's the main difference, if any? Well, the main difference is that when I play knight f8, I open up this bishop. But at the moment I was like, yeah, not a big deal. The knight is moved anyways, so what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that after rook g6, queen h5, knight f8 has to be the move, because once they put more pressure to it, I have bishop g4. So my knight is defending that rook that is going to be here. The rook is defending the bishop that came to g4. And now if they take the rook, I take the queen. If they take the rook with the queen, well, the knight takes. So that's what this is about. We defend, and then the bishop comes over to g4. I think. I might be wrong, but I think. So we take, knight f8, bishop g4. That's it. And look, this is simple. It might seem simple, but I can see myself messing this up in a real game anytime. So we gotta get used to it in training. All right, guys. Rating, someone asked. They have it rated as 2381. All right, and then we go next. Timer back to 4 minutes. Now this one seems to be extremely easy. I might be missing something, but Okay, look, you could go one of these two ways. One of these two ways. I think this is what I calculated, and I'm satisfied with it. So I first wanted to play this, and then queen g4, taking the knight, but queen is here, so I have to play queen f4. If they move somewhere else other than g2, I take the knight. If they move to g2, then queen g4, give me the knight. I don't see any problem with that. I just don't see any problem with that. Now, as I was waiting, I was calculating this to see if there's something concrete and to practice calculation, but I just don't see anything concrete. So it has to be queen f4, queen g4. Mate or queen? Okay, maybe there was something stronger like that. What I calculated here was, if knight g4, what if I go king h1? Not sure what to do. Queen h6, I just go to g2. Oh, wait. Knight f2, king h2. All right, show me that line that leads to mate or winning the queen. Oh, knight protects. Okay. All right, so let's give it a try. Maybe this is wrong, but it looks like it. It's just that we're coming brand new to this exercise. We don't even know what's going on. So this move it comes to mind right away. And then we just start calculating. But this simple idea to win the knight should be it. That's it, simple. And they rated it as 2600. Look, I'm pretty sure they have it as 2600 because people keep missing it. People think it's knight g4. And we go down that route. It kicks in right away. So anyways, next one. Back to 4 minutes. Black pieces to move. Yeah, go back to my last comment. Tactics. Play games, do tactics. Play games, do tactics. Nothing more. It is. Of course, these are people who this is their main focus at this point in their life. They're just doing chess. So not only they have the time, but they have the motivation to do it because it's not easy. Now, if that's not your case, even if you do 10% of that consistently, it's gonna help you. Okay. Okay, I think I got this one. It took a little bit of convincing to do, but I think we're good. Well, with that line, I'm assuming your last, after king h1, you meant bishop g2, king g1. First, you have to consider if instead of king g1, what if they just take? Are you happy with that line? Because basically you've given them 2 bishops and the rook for the queen, of course, and pawns, right? But consider that. And then, of course, we got to consider what if they just go to g1. Yep. Welcome aboard. Okay, let me see. Bishop g3, f3, king h1, bishop g2, bishop e4. Yeah, this is what I calculated. I'm happy with this, honestly, because if they just take on g2, fine. I'm gonna take back, king takes, but then I have rook c2. I like this position. I personally like this position. I got 3 pawns, and that king is exposed. I have some ideas with the queen coming over. The other line of bishop g2, king g1, bishop e4, I get 3 pawns and then the bishop, so I think that has to be it. Okay, rook c2, perfect. Okay, perfect. Hey, I keep telling people that, but they don't want to give me the title. What can I say? I know. We feel you, and anything we could do to help you, just let us know, okay? In the meantime, all right, guys, let's go. We got time is up. Boom. Look, everything is. We failed this again. How can we not consider this? I mean, it's nonsense. Now, look, to be fair, a good friend of mine, he told me this once. Actually, I'm pretty sure you've heard this from many top players. You cannot consider everything, especially if you're in a tricky position like this. You cannot calculate everything. You gotta lead with your intuition. And in this case, like, these are moves that you don't have to consider. Like, of course, there has to be something for you here. with this rook on the 7th rank and so on. So we just take, that's it. That's it. If you take the rook, I go to c2. If you take over here, well, my rook is going to be able to leave. So this is fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Let me make this bigger. And this was rated, what? 2300 here. All right. 4 minutes. Have fun. You know, I know you mentioned that last time, but I don't have it. I don't have it. And hope to mate. Yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it. Unless you see something concrete, we don't sacrifice the queen here. Okay, so we've talked about that. We've had lessons on that. And typically, what I do personally is, number one, when you get to a certain point, to a certain level, your intuition is going to be so on point that most of the time, the move is going to just come to mind. Oh, yeah, it must be this. And you calculate, right? Now, for the rest of us, I like to just look at the candidate moves, right? Like here, for example, let's say I'm playing this in the game. I really like queen d8. So that's one move that comes to mind. I'm going to calculate just for a little bit, get a feeling for it. If I feel like it's complicated, like I need to dedicate more time, I like to first have like a move that if that doesn't work, I'm going to play this, right? So I spend some time. I just look at my clock. Okay, I'm going to spend 7 minutes here, let's say. If in 7 minutes I don't make this work, I'm going to play, let's say, rook e1, just to give you something, or knight d6. So this is something safe. Maybe it's not the winning move, but it's going to keep the advantage, whatever. So rook e1, knight d6. Now, 7 minutes on the clock, let me calculate this. If I find it, I do it. If not, well, I'm going to play rook e1. Guys, I showed you not long ago my games from the World Open, and you could see how in a classical game over the board, I mean, it applies to any time control, but especially when you are sitting across from your opponent, the clock is just as important as the chess part. So we have to make sure that we don't get long time every time. So there you go. All right, so white to move, 2 minutes left. I found it. I think this is made in 1, 2, 3, 4. It's made in 4. And I'm checking now for in-between moves. If I miss another in-between move, I'm just gonna quit. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is made in 4, guys. This is made in 4. Come on. It's forced. Yeah, it's forced. Okay, time is up, guys. Look at this. If you couldn't find it, try to do it in your head. Visualize. So we got queen d8. Only move is to take. Rook d8. Only move is to go up. Knight d5. Only move is to go to e6. My rook is covering all of these. The knight is covering f6. So after that, knight d5, and they go to e6. I got knight d4. Check. And I control f5. So bishop controls all of these. Knight controls this and this. The other knight hits the king and controls f5. Rook is defending everything. That has to be it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come on, come on.